I start with a number 12 brush with some Winsor Yellow. Already mixed up in the pan. I suggest you mix these colours beforehand because it's all wet in wet, very quick. This is a great way to start painting trees in watercolours for beginners. And you'll see that I've left lots of gaps on purpose. So Winsor Yellow was the first one. Then I've got some light red and Scarlet Lake together. And I'm still using the number 12 and dropping that in. So wet in wet is taking place. Purposefully left those various gaps here and there. Right, now I'm going to a smaller brush. You can use something like a 4. And I'm laying down the main trunk. That can be light red with Scarlet Lake and a little bit, tiny little bit of the Winsor Blue. Give you a light brown color to start with, and then lay down those trunks, still wet, and therefore the various branches and trunks will fuse in where I have the foliage of the tree with gaps. Now you can see the structure of the tree coming to life. As I said, this is an excellent way of transparent watercolor trees for beginners. You can just do this on a spare piece of paper, just a little piece. And then I'm using the side of the brush scraping technique, gone back with some Winsor Yellow. The earlier washes that I've did previously have dried off really now, but that's fine. So laying down some yellow on top the existing painted areas, scraping that on, then going into the light red with Scarlet Lake mix. Same process, scrape it, dab it, etc. And this will eventually give us various shapes for leaves and clumps of leaves, etc. This is a good, quick, easy way of learning to master watercolor. You're not intimidated by a large painting and worried about getting it right and accurate as possible, etc. You're being able to be quite free with your brush strokes. You're experimenting, and it's important to do that once in a while to gain confidence for painting various subject matters. And then when you progress eventually to a landscape, perhaps, then you have already built up some confidence in how to paint certain aspects of such a landscape, such as trees. So scraping that on, side of the brush again, and you see the tree has taken shape. And here we've got a situation where we've just got a little bit of light coming from the right. Therefore, the left-hand side of the tree trunk will be darker, and eventually we'll be putting some shadow on the ground that will also reflect that situation. So darken up some of those limbs here and there, various branches coming out, making it look much more realistic as a tree shape. Nice and easy. Then I've gone to the 12 brush again, and I'm dabbing on some of the darker leaves, leaving gaps here and there, scraping on purpose, using the texture of the paper, which is Arches 300-pound rough. So it has ridges in it, which enables me to use this scraping technique and show a broken surface. Now for the shadow at the bottom, we've got the Winsor Blue with light red. I'm using a flat brush here, something like a half size, and the light is being cast from the right, so the shadow on the left is shorter and extends much more on the right. There's our finished tree. I think you'll enjoy that little exercise. Excellent for beginners in painting trees in transparent watercolor. Good practice, so have a go. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.